What's up, Nick? What are we doing?
Just out here at Paula, gonna do some riding. Got a little bit more. Bike's working pretty well. We made some changes between Hangtown and Texas, and then was able to get in a tough week of training and stuff this week, and then kind of get like a final day of testing before I head back to Michigan after High Point here. So just out here trying to. The track looks sick.
So you're gonna be heading back home?
Yeah, I'm going back to Michigan for pretty much the rest of the summer from High Point on. So not going to be out here too much to kind of get some fine-tuned testing in, so just making sure everything's exactly where it needs to be before I head back there and get to work.
This weather today, I thought it was going to be hot, but so that's good. Oh, coast around. Midway suspension testing.
Suspension testing?
Yeah.
You're doing
shock testing.
So you're gonna be going to Michigan with Nick, or are you staying here?
I think I'm gonna go like before Redbud. Stay out there for that week, I think. Check out the farm.
Have you ever been out there?
No.
No?
No.
First time?
Yep. I'm very interested to check out DeWitt, Michigan, because he thinks it's a lot bigger than it actually is. He was like telling me, oh, I think there's like 40 or 50,000 people. I looked it up on Wikipedia. There's like 4,100 people, so it's quite a bit smaller than I thought it was. So I just want to go check. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm interested. You know, I want to see what it's like, what's going on in DeWitt. See how hardcore DeWitt, Michigan is.
Hey. Flip the switch. That's autopilot.
So typically, how long are testing days like this?
I don't know, I usually spend pretty much the good part of the day. I mean, sometimes like this shock change that Todd's doing right now takes some time, so been off the track for quite some time because we, making the change, but usually we don't make such big changes. It's more like just fine-tuning, but kind of have a pretty good idea of what we want to do today, so it takes some time, but we're gonna get her dialed here in a minute.
Now, when you're trying to get, dial in suspension like that, do you do long motos, or do you do like a couple lap sprints to figure out what's going on?
Well, I think like the biggest thing you want to make sure is you just ride it hard so you can tell like how it would be in race conditions, I guess. Because I mean, anything feels pretty good when you're just riding around. It's just like that extra 1-2% that you can gain, is what we're here for. Because I mean, really, it's pretty good already, but I'm just looking to be faster, and luckily the Valley Motorsports crew is here to help me out with that.
Now, what are testing days like for you?
Nature Valley granola bars. Testing days? I don't know. I think some people think that like, oh, they're like drag or whatever, but I guess as long as like we can come out and get stuff accomplished and we're not like just running ourselves in circles, they're good. It's definitely much nicer to have like a nice day like this to come out and test, you know, instead of like the dead of summer and it's super hot. So I don't know, I guess testing days, as long as you can get something accomplished and you moved in a positive direction, then testing days aren't so bad. I like it. I mean, it's better than, I think it's better than just coming out and just hanging out at the track, because then you kind of get bored. You're just doing basic things, you know. So this you get to like learn a little bit about the bike, and you know, maybe learn something that you didn't know before, you know, for future reference.
Is it better to test on rough tracks, or is it better to test on smooth tracks?
Always better to test on a rough track, because that's what you're going to see at a national, you know. It's hard to duplicate those conditions because, you know, you have such a variety of riders out here, you know, and they're obviously not the same caliber that we see at the nationals. So lines are different, like out here lines are different, and you know, braking points are different, so that like changes how the track is, you know. A lot of these guys like coast into corners and stuff, so you don't get like the really gnarly like braking bumps like you encounter like at a national. And so I mean, you do what you can on a testing day like this, you know, where the track is just going to be smooth, but you can semi get a feeling for like what the bike's doing, you know. I mean, especially with Nick, because he's done this for so long and he's a good tester, so he can give you decent feedback to where you can go to your next race or whatever, and you have like pretty good baseline, you know, small adjustment here or there, and you'll probably be pretty close. So I don't know, yeah.
That's Todd Brown, my golf instructor slash suspension technician.
Getting it all dialed in for you?
Trying to. He's getting dialed in. What do you got to say for yourself, WGM? World's greatest mechanic?
Just trying to make you happy, buddy, if that's possible.
Brown, what's a testing day consist of in your area?
Is it pretty hectic?
No, not really. So far it's been good.
You getting paid by the hour on that shock?
Come on, I'm taking my time, buddy. Do it once, do it right, huh?
Right there, look at that punch.
Right there, man.
Right there.
Smooth force.
It's pretty deep.
Good to go.
That looks a little slow, don't it?
That's good.
What's in this tank over here?
What tank?
The hose on it.
Nitrogen, buddy, come on.
Is that what makes it rebound faster?
That's what you put in your shock, buddy.
Not just air?
No, air, no. Air's not gonna cut it, man.
What about oil? We run that sometimes?
Yeah.
All the time?
All the time, man.
Does Nick always give you a hard time like that?
Always. Always.
Does it make it more fun for you now?
Yeah, it actually does. Now we're just trying to fine-tune the setting. Nick's happy with it right now, but we're just trying a couple other things just to make him more comfortable on the bike. And the more comfortable he gets, the faster he'll go. So hopefully with Mount Morris he can finish at least in the top 10, and then we'll go from there.
Little VP fuel does the lungs good. Burn off any allergy issues you got. Not recommended huffing gas fumes. Just saying, incidentally, you have to huff them. Could help allergies.
Are you able to see what needs to be done with the shock just by watching Nick ride?
Yeah, usually I can tell, you know, how the forks and shock are reacting. And then also turning, I see if the bike is turning proper. Usually I can get a good idea of what the bike is lacking, what area it's lacking in, whether it's turning, or if the bike's unstable. Like right here in this section, it's pretty rough. And just made a change to the shock, so hopefully you know, that change was for the better. So usually I can get a good idea of what changes I need to make.
So how's the day?
Today at Paul, everything's going awesome. We're gonna have it just dialed for High Point, and you know, this last weekend we were able to get in the top 10 and get a good start. You know, luckily we had this week off. We can fine tune a few things, and we'll be ready for High Point. So thanks for everybody at TransWorld for checking us out, and especially Valley Motorsports, Rockstar, Yamaha, MSR, TRS. Holla at your boy.